Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're focused on an animal that is, well, often misunderstood.
Say the least.
The serpent. We're going to cut straight to the core and find the absolute coolest, most surprising facts about how these creatures thrive.
It's such a crucial dive. I mean, we look at animals we might think of as non-charismatic,
Hmm.
like the snake. We find these mind-bogglingly efficient evolutionary solutions.
Exactly. So let's unpack this. We're diving right into the world of scales, slithering, and survival science.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's start with their sensory world. Snakes live pretty much everywhere on Earth, right? Except Antarctica.
That's it. They've conquered almost everything.
But forget the nose you see on their face. A snake's tongue is its main tool for gathering intelligence.
It really is.
Yeah.
They're essentially mapping their world chemically. That forked tongue flicks out,
Yeah.
and it's collecting these tiny airborne particles. It brings them back into the mouth to a special organ up on the roof.
So they're tasting the air.
They were literally tasting the air. And for some hunters, it gets even cooler. The pit vipers, for instance, have built-in thermal cameras.
You mean those pits on their faces?
Exactly. They detect tiny, tiny shifts in heat. They can see a warm-blooded mouse in pitch-black darkness.
Wow. Which leads us to their unbelievable jaws. I read they can swallow things up to 3 times wider than their own head. How is that physically possible?
Right. It seems impossible. But this is where you see this incredible evolutionary trade-off.
Really?
Their skull bones aren't fused like ours.
Okay.
They're all loosely hinged, connected by super flexible ligaments. Their jaw can just unhinge and open enormously.
But there's a downside.
A huge one. While they're digesting a meal that could take days or even weeks, they are slow, they're immobile, they're completely vulnerable. Their biggest feast is also their biggest danger.
So, okay, an animal with no limbs, no feet, no hands. How does it move across every terrain imaginable?
It's pure physics and incredible muscle control. They have 4 main tricks, starting with the one we all know,
The classic wiggle.
the classic wiggle. That's called serpentine motion. They push off of rough surfaces, rocks, trees, anything with friction.
So what happens if they're in, say, a really tight tunnel?
Then they switch to the concertina method. It's like an accordion. They bunch up the back half, grip the sides, and then launch the front half forward.
And then pull the rest up after?
Exactly. It's perfect for climbing or squeezing through tight spots.
But what about a surface with no grip, like desert sand or slick mud?
That requires totally different physics. On sand, they use sidewinding. It's amazing to watch. They throw their head forward, and the body follows in this series of parallel tracks.
Minimizing contact with the hot ground.
You got it. And for a stealthy approach, there's one more. Rectilinear motion.
The super slow, straight line crawl.
The slowest. They basically grip the ground with their wide belly scales and walk on their ribs. It's almost silent, like a log just drifting across the floor.
Before we get to their crazy size range, we have to talk about their ultimate repair mechanism, shedding their skin.
Oh yeah, the full body reset.
They just peel it all off in one piece, like an old sock.
It's how they grow, of course, but it's also how they heal injuries. And maybe most importantly, it gets rid of any external pests and parasites. You clean slate.
And these highly specialized survival machines come in just ridiculous packages. I mean, from the tiny Barbados thread snake,
Which is only, what, 4 inches long?
right, all the way up to the giant constrictors.
And when you look at those giants, you see a key difference. Pythons are generally egg layers.
But boas and anacondas.
They tend to give birth to live babies. It's an adaptation. They often live in cooler or more aquatic places where a warm, stable nest just isn't guaranteed. It's better to keep the young protected inside.
So whether they're tiny burrowers or these massive ambush predators, what's so clear is the indispensable role they play.
Absolutely. They keep our world in balance.
Yeah.
And this really raises an important question for you, the listener. If a deeper understanding of the chemistry, the physics, and the evolutionary genius of the snake can completely change how we see a creature we usually just avoid, what other amazing misunderstood animals are you ready to stop avoiding and maybe start studying next time?